was so caught up on, okay, things have to look a very particular way. What? Try new things. If you're processing it as no matter what decision I make, I'm going to be wrong, then you're not going to make the decision. And that feels good to me. Hey everyone, I'm JusmeShakoyahD and welcome to my bubble. This channel is for Black women who are on their self-love journey and are learning to put themselves first and take off their superwoman capes. My bubble is my safe space to express myself as I inspire you to do the same. This is Love the Creative Black Woman, a series where we self-care through crafting as we connect on our self-love journey together. We have been talking about trusting yourself and trusting your gut, and I just can't even stress enough how important that is, not only to your self-love journey, but just like your life in general. For me, I realized that one thing that I really realized is that there is a lot of things that I decided not to do because I didn't trust myself. And there were things that I actually really wanted to do. And now at this age, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. And I know trusting yourself always sounds like it's about like a big decision. Like you didn't trust yourself, so you went to the college that you hated or whatever. Or you bought the house that you didn't really want. You didn't trust yourself and get what you actually wanted. Like for me, one of the things that I didn't trust myself on, like I didn't trust that, I don't know, like I guess I didn't really trust myself to put on the right outfit, or even just like when it comes to playing the guitar. So now I'm actually learning how to play the guitar. I've had a guitar for, I'm going to say, over a decade now. And wow, that makes me sound kind of old. I've had a guitar for a very long time. And and I got lessons for, I'm going to say maybe like 3 months. And then after that, I had a choice between guitar lessons or vocal lessons. I chose vocal lessons. And ever since then, like I just was like, oh no. So when I say that I didn't trust myself and it held me back from doing things that I really wanted to do, I've always wanted to play the guitar. For some reason, I had convinced myself that I wasn't able to teach myself how to play it on my own. So in not trusting my gut to just be like, this is something that you want to do. Maybe I'm not even saying trusting your gut in this one. Maybe it's like following your joy. Because I think that our gut feeling also shows us where our joy is at, where our passion is. And ignoring that, oftentimes we ignore the things that make us happy. So one of the things for me was playing guitar. And backtracking a little bit, one thing that I heard Miss Kev on stage say when she was, I think it was on the Gin and Juice podcast, but she was saying that she feels like your gut feelings, your intuition, like that's the Holy Spirit. Like that's the Holy Spirit kind of guiding you. Like your intuition is something that God gave to you, right? So use it. I feel like it points you in the direction of like the things that make you happy, but also in the directions to let you know like, okay, this is something that we don't want to do. Right? So just trusting it and understanding like your intuition. So for me, a lot of my life, I didn't follow my joy because I didn't trust my intuition. I was so caught up on, okay, things have to look a very particular way. If I want to do this, it has to be this way. If I want to learn this, I want to learn it this specific way. Yeah, like I wanted, okay, so like I didn't learn how to play the piano, but I'm going to learn now. But part of the reason why I didn't want to learn how to play the piano is because I specifically wanted my mom to teach me. Okay, right? And I don't necessarily know how to speak patois, even though I'm half Jamaican, because I specifically wanted my dad to teach me, right? And now I'm just dropping stuff. Okay, so with the guitar, I was in my head, I'm like, I specifically want somebody to teach me. Not a particular person, but in an ideal world, I would have a guitar instructor and they would teach me. So that is the only way that I will learn how to play the guitar. What? What? No! That is not the only way to learn a guitar. I still never went back to it. Like, even when I had money to have lessons myself, like, it's not like I went back to it. But at the end of the day, I think that a lot of us don't follow our joy. It's not just a me thing. We brush it off as, oh, this is just a hobby, so it doesn't mean anything, when that's not true. Crafting is a hobby for me. I also enjoy it. Like, I enjoy crafting. So that's why I'm sitting on here crafting. But I also like to sell these flower pins, which they will be available using the link in the description if you go to my website. But at the end of the day, if this brings me joy, then why not do it? Like, we will stop ourselves from trying things, trying new things, because we're like, oh no, I can't do that because I'm this person, or, you know, I'm supposed to look this way, or it's supposed to feel this way. Like, you know what else I like? I like archery, and I like axe throwing, and I also like going to the spa. And neither one of those things have to look or feel anywhere near each other. But the only way that I was able to figure those things out. Oh, also another thing that I like, I figured out I like herbology. I keep calling it herbology. It's herbalism, but I like herbology better, so that's what we're gonna call it. But yeah, I like learning about herbalism, and I'm finding that I like learning about anatomy and stuff like that. But every time I follow something that brings me joy, now I'm not saying, let me backtrack. I'm not saying just be out here making all types of crazy decisions. I'm saying try new stuff, people. Okay? Try new things, and it might lead you to something else that you enjoy, or it might lead you to something that you enjoy more, or you might just find out that you hate that thing and you didn't know before because you didn't try it, but now you tried it, so now you know. Like, you just don't know. So what I was saying is that I have deprived myself of a lot of experiences, or I was too scared to try certain things because I was too scared to trust myself and follow my joy. And that goes back to like the decision-making skills. If you're processing it as no matter what decision I make, I'm going to be wrong, then you're not going to make the decision. And if you don't make the decision, somebody else is going to make the decision for you. And also, you might just miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime, or the opportunity to just try something, the opportunity to find something that you actually have a passion for. Because a lot of people are walking around here like, oh, I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my purpose is in life. And a lot of that is stemmed from you just didn't try it. You didn't try anything. And most of the time, most of us are walking around not trying anything because we ain't trust ourselves. I ain't trust myself enough to be like, you know what? This is probably a good decision for me. You're not making the decision for the entire world. If you are like, okay, I want to try playing baseball, all you gotta do is go to the batting cage. This isn't like a global life-changing decision. You didn't say suddenly you about to go to the Major League Baseball. Like, that's not what you said. You said you would like to play baseball. That might mean you finding a local team, a recreational team that you could just join to play on. That might be you going to the batting cages and having like some lessons or something like that. I don't know. I don't play baseball, but that's it. It don't have to be like you're making this monumental decision in order to follow your joy. Now, sometimes it will be. Sometimes it will be a decision of, I'm about to move out of the country because my gut is telling me to move out the country. So I'm going to go ahead and move out this country, and I'm going to go be an expat in Mexico or something like that. Now, I'm not telling you to go do that, but I'm just saying, if you are getting these hunches, if you feel like your joy is leading you to that, at the very least you could do is book a vacation. Book a vacation in Mexico, okay? And then see if that's what your gut was actually telling you, because your gut might have really been telling you you just need a vacation and Mexico is the place that we should go. But it also could have been telling you that it's time to move to Mexico. Either way, you got to trust that you're going to make the right decision. But I'm just saying, we got to stop holding ourselves back from stuff because we're scared to make the decision, or we've already discredited ourselves, discredited our decision, and told ourselves that we was going to be wrong, because you're not going to know if you're wrong until you do it. You're not going to know if you're wrong or if you're right until you make a decision, until you try something, until you move, until you, look it up. At the very least, do your Googles. At the very least. And then you'll start to know. You'll start to get some answers. All right, let's go back to the Mexico example. Let's say they told you to move. I said they. Let's say your intuition, you feel like your gut is like, I need to move out this country. And you do some research and you find out that you don't actually want to move to this place. Or you're not able to do your job from this location. Or that, they have some type of wildlife that you don't want to be around. At the very least, you took a chance and you looked into it. And then you can make a decision from there. Now, don't be all scary. It's easy to be scary though, I'm not gonna lie. Stuff be easy to be scary about. But at the very least, when you're trusting yourself, it may not be this grandiose move that you're making or this grandiose decision that you're making in order to prove that you're trusting your intuition. Your intuition talks to you daily. It talks to you constantly. So from the decision to move to the decision of what type of breakfast you want to have, to the decision of, do I want to hit snooze on my alarm clock? Like, you just got to trust yourself in general. Dear Black woman, you are amazing. You are loved. You are doing so much and listening to so many people. But it's time for you to listen to yourself, because you make great decisions. Even if you have to tell yourself that every day, every morning, look in the mirror and say, I make great decisions. Because you do. Believe it, bask in it, and also try out some new stuff, girl. Try something new. Or try something that you've always wanted to do that you just never took a chance on. Because you don't know what that's going to lead you to. It might lead you to a new friendship, a new relationship. It might lead you to a new hobby. It might lead you to a new restaurant that you like that's around the corner from the place that you just tried out. Like, you don't know. You don't know, and you won't know until you try it. So make sure you try some new things. Love the Creative Black Woman. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Love the Creative Black Woman. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And I just hope that you guys are having an amazing day and taking care of yourselves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. And if you like this video, you're going to like the one that's linked below. I will see you guys soon. Bye.